Hey, official Arole said he has a cloth gift for me. Oh, thank you, Arole. Hi guys, I'm Daddy Freeze, convener of the Free the Sheeple movement and leader of the Free Nation in Christ. I greet you and I bring glad tidings. Last time we saw was yesterday, and it seems so far away because after church, I didn't come online because Taste Boss doesn't allow me to come online on Sundays. So, yes, hey, the people who want roast ram for us are here. All right, let them take it to front of Chris's house. Àwọn Ramoni today. Greetings to you all. How are you doing? The topic today is a very, very hot topic. She doesn't want me to be stressed. That's why. So you guys are going to give me 1 minute. I'm going to go and run downstairs. And the topic today is, let me tell you what the topic is. If you date or marry a single mother, a divorcee, or a widow, her children are your responsibility. Her children are your responsibility. I'm going to be addressing this when I come back. I just want to quickly show them where they are going to be grilling the ram. So, in this life that we live, now one life. Oh. So my neighbors and I just come together and we grill ram. And then we all sit down with our children and we eat ram. Not that anything happened. Anything doesn't need to happen. We're just happy people and we're good. House of gold. What about vice versa? Absolutely. But today I'm talking about single mothers. Single mothers. I'm going to talk about this. Someone said John won't agree. Now, so I hear say one person they go talk nonsense for back, say that the freeze is not fair on his platform, is an unfair man. Now they by mistakenly give me the name of the person. Say now from Facebook. I went to Facebook and blocked everybody that is answering that name, whether I know them or not. I just block them down. I know they okay. My platform no be democracy. People like John are family. What are we allowed John to say? I will not allow you to say it. John now our family. When the heat is on, John they stand up. So if you think saying John talk like this, you two want go talk like that, you go. So be reckon. Hey, brother of life, it's your birthday today. I never put up post. No vex. I follow PT talk. I know. I won't call you at the right time. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's so Berekon's birthday today. While I won't go wrong, go downstairs. Everybody when they watch me here, just greet Sosu. Hail Sosu. Give me 2 minutes. I won't go attend to Ramoni people. Yes, I'm live. down to you now. Just come and take the phone for your mom. Hey, sorry guys. No, make una no vex. I go look the ram. I go show you the video of the ram. Omo, the ram now. Nice ram. Hey. So I dey always talk am, me and my neighbors. The children, they fear ram. See baby freeze with the ram. So now waiting we go do this evening be this. Once I finish this live, I dey go attend to ram matters. Yes, darling. But there was no way we could have shared it. It's okay. It's still inside. Oshiwole. No, someone said I went to use toilet. No, I go see our ram where we go chop. You know, see ram. Now the ram where we go chop. When I finish this live, me and my neighbors, they always come together chop ram. So make una no vex, eh? Make I catch my breath. Baby freeze, come and carry phone for your mother. Always use sanitizer when you go out. Very important. For those of you who didn't see the ram, look at it. Very healthy. See baby freeze with the ram. Show una dey see am. YouTube, TikTok. Come and lock my door and carry phone for your mother. Someone say even if not toilet, I go tell you say I go toilet. Now waiting day, no be human being they go toilet. But I no go toilet and I talk where I go. But people must always misbehave. So berekon. Where is so? So just came and he don't vex go. So hey. Close my door, Uncle Baby Freeze. Very healthy. Hey, make you hear the ram. I even do video on top the ram. Where the audio of the video now? Eh? You no get video. You no get audio. Emo gba mi ke. Ram ò ní video. I can't believe. What did I record? Now my phone they mess up. You get audio. People will like food.
Go and stand beside the ram. Let them see.
Say they see.
This ram big. Go and stand beside it.
All right. So enough of ram matters. Baby freeze, come now. Okay, you come. Come, darling. Don't be angry. Just needed you to close the door, my love. Someone say, how much is the RAM? About 230, 240K. 250, 230. Then transportation, everything. Someone say, how much is the RAM? Say 2K. Inside subsidy, one chop RAM of 2K. If it's about if Lord G, anywhere where you want to go to farm. Someone say, I don't go change because you know the sun is behind it, so it looks brighter. Is the RAM for sale? No, it is for us to eat. The RAM is not RAM of 180 to 250K. You are correct. It's about 230K. It's really big. Let me forward it to my neighbors. Yes. So I'm sorry. I don't got everybody here. Someone say animal lives matter. Animal father, animal mother, their papa, their mama. Their lives matter to my belly. Ram, we will go still greet today. If you're watching on TikTok, remember I'm looking for 100 money guns. I'm in a good mood today. The topic is if you are dating a single mom or a divorcee or a widow that has children, the children are your responsibility. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm only going to be taking comments that come with super chats or super stickers. And if you're watching on TikTok, that's it. TikTok always representing. Big shout out, big shout out, massive shout out to my TikTok family. Christopher Emibai. I hope I got that name. First person to get me a money gun on TikTok. Big shout out to you, bro. Christopher's my number one gifter. Guys, follow my number one, my number two, and my number three gifter. My number two gifter is Oye. He just got the number two badge. Oye, big shout out to you. Let me see those money guns popping. Pop, 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 pop. The money guns. Let me see those money guns popping. Someone say, buying cow now for this coming Salah. Cow no sweet like ram. Ram na sweetness fully. Every part of him body plus in leg, in intestine, everything sweet. Someone said, John must not come. Darlene, just send me another money gun. As in the way TikTok, they represent. As in, they cut cap for my TikTok people. I love my TikTok people. TikTok, they try past Facebook. By the way, if you're watching on Facebook, remember, search for Daddy Freeze. DADDYFREEZE. Let me put you through. If you're watching on Instagram and you want to send me stars on Facebook, go to Facebook. Search for Daddy Freeze, DADDYFREEZE. This will pop up. This is my handle. 877,000 followers. Scroll down. It's verified. My Facebook page is verified. Blue tick. I'm one of the few people that is verified on Facebook. Scroll down to today's video. You will see me there. That's the video. Click on today's video. Bottom left hand corner, you will go to the bottom left hand corner. You will see how to buy stars. If you're watching on YouTube, click on the video. It is so easy. If you're watching on YouTube, my account is Daddy Freeze. This is what Daddy Freeze looks like on YouTube. You will see where I am live. Click on the live. You can see this is the live. Now, bottom right hand corner, Facebook is left hand corner, YouTube is right hand corner. You will see something that looks like a dollar sign in a rectangle. Dollar sign in a rectangle. YouTube people, you see that little dollar sign bottom inside the chat. Once you click on it, it will show you super stickers or super chats. So you click on super chats and then you can say something. You can say something for as little as 900 naira and for as high as 250,000 naira. So I want to see those super chats, those amazing super chats. The other day I got a space shuttle. I've never gotten a space shuttle before. I've gotten sports cars. I've gotten so many nice things on TikTok. The other day I got a space shuttle, but I'm looking for a TikTok universe. Whoever can get me a TikTok universe. Special shout out. The other day I said I'll take off my shirt if I got a TikTok universe. If I get a TikTok universe today, I'll take off my shirt nonetheless. So that is how to be part of the show. If you're watching on YouTube, once again, send me super chats and super stickers. You're watching on Instagram, go to Facebook and buy my stars. And if you're watching on TikTok, I'm looking for those money guns and I'm looking for my top gifter. Very special privileges for my top gifter. Okay, connect with one another on TikTok. Remember, double click the screen. I have only 1,800 likes right now. Double click the screen. Double click the screen. Let me see 5,000 likes. Tap the screen. Double tap the screen. Tap the screen on TikTok. Let me see 5,000 likes. Big shout out to Super Destiny. Sugar Destiny, I beg your pardon. Esther Amori, I see you. Big shout out to the family members out there today. How are you doing? They say Mr. Freeze, money lover, Leo Okponu, money hater. How are you doing? I did greet you still. Oh, legend just sent me something. ZAR, I think that's from Zimbabwe, from New Zealand, if I'm correct. I don't know what currency that is. ZAR, my very, very first super chat contribution on YouTube. Big shout out to you. If you're watching on TikTok, remember double click the screen, follow my number 1, follow my number 2, follow my number 3. Now at different points I'll be telling you to unfollow them and follow them right back. While you're doing this, let's double click the screen. So let me talk right now. Oh, that's South African Rand. Oh, sorry. South African Rand. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for that. South African Rand. All right. Mobile King, the same as you. Anything where you like, make it talk. Me, I work hard for my money and I enjoy it. I spend it. I burn it. So if you don't like money, that's your business. That's your problem. So I saw something the other day about a guy complaining about single mothers. He said single mothers expect you to take care of their children. Chairman Opress says, how much do I send? Anything you want to send, just send it. You know my account number. Esther Mori, help him with it. So what did I want to talk about? Yeah. I read somewhere this guy that was bashing single mothers. He said single mothers expect men who are dating them to take care of their children. And many single mothers too are also very, I'll use the word, very transactional in their relationships and also very entitled. A man must, a good man, he doesn't have to take care of your kids. And sometimes what are you looking for? If you're a single woman who is lonely and you need companionship, is different from a single woman who wants to be in a relationship. If you want to be a companion to a single mother or a divorcee or a widow, then you might not necessarily have to take care of her kids. But if you want to be in her life full time, that is, you want to date her or you want to marry her, her children automatically become your stepchildren. Hello? Because what a lot of men don't understand is a woman can never completely give herself to you if she has children and you're not willing to include those children in your life. Can I take that again? No woman that has children will completely give herself to you. When you are a woman's companion, just know say you're not going to be the only one. And some men don't mind, they don't care. As long as they're getting their share when they want it or when they need it, they're all right, they're cool. But as long as you want to be the only man in her life, just know that your single mother's children are her responsibility. Now, a woman should not tell you how to take care of her children. That if you go and buy some, you must buy my son's own. No. What they need to do is, a man, you see, as a man, you need to know what your responsibilities are. Some men treat single women like leftovers, second-hand material, single mothers, second-hand materials. Nobody could marry them. No. These are human beings. There are many women who took the route of go and remove the belly. And that's why 90% of Nigerian women at 30 have gotten pregnant before. 90% of Nigerian women by 30. Some kept it, some removed it. Those who kept it might not have been the wisest thing they did, but it was an honorable thing. Many women, their mates, remove if you pass some soakaways, you'll be amazed how many fetuses are inside the soakaways. So when a woman decides, 90% of Nigerian women, by the time they are 30, you don't carry belle before. Is that you carry belle inside marriage or you carry belle outside wedlock? And those who carry the belle inside marriage born the children. Those who carry the belle outside marriage, whether they come out the pikin or they born the pikin, is up to them. But they will come and be forming righteous. But you know now, by 30, how many Nigerian women never you una want the form V? Aye you money down. Someone says, my partner does as he's led. I don't ask him. We're in a place where we basically discuss everything. When I don't have money, he knows. And when he sends money, it's for me and the children. Straight up. With the rate of divorces out there, just know that there's going to be an influx, or there's going to be a rise in the number of divorcees and single mothers. And these girls or these ladies are available for you to date. You want to date them. You want the best of them, but you now don't want to take care of their children. Is that not witchcraft? No be juju be that. No be juju be that. RG says, you've been RG on YouTube. He cannot even buy ordinary super chat. Look at this broke, busted, disgusted, low life. He cannot buy ordinary super chat. He says, RG, you have been talking about women for how many weeks now? It's giving desperation. As in, how does a human being that has cucumber inside his head not think like this? As a man at your big age, instead of you to talk about something relevant like the countless political atrocities that are happening in Nigeria, you are here talking about Nigerian women and pregnancy. RG says you can buy your father. You can buy my father. Have you bought me first? RG, mention your Twitter account. Let's quickly run there. Let's see you. One more. Jati jati alai lokpolo. Olori buruku alai da. Kini kan bi didirin. Ogun bi golugo. Show me you can buy whose father. I should be talking about Nigeria's political space like you are fully oti wogbo omarare ku ni olori buruku yi. I talk about Nigeria's political matter. What is there to talk about in the political matter? That Tinubu is our president. We wish him well. What's there to talk about? Please. I'm not following you people believing that Obi's mandate is lost. Obi no lost any mandate. If you want to win election, may come back 7 years, for a bit 8 years, a bit 4 years. Anytime opportunity open, you can buy my whoa. My Rolex can buy the house you live in. Look at it, price it. 18 karat gold. President. Limited edition, 70,000 US. Show me the picture of your house. Your house will reach $70,000. You won't no jati jati. Only Rafada me. What is Johnny? LAB. Talk. Show me your Facebook page. May we go check. Person we saying go buy person, papa. May we go quickly check you. I'm gonna run background check for your head. You are talking about women and pregnancy. What do you want me to talk about? Your useless father and his sewage business? Abi how your mother makes money standing by the side of the road so she can feed you? Please. Annoy me a little bit more so that my little sorok baori Listen, the ram we won't use, do this our ram we want. It what pass you and your entire destiny. If they say you as ram, we no go even bite. Oh, ni Laura. Emma was there. Oh, yeah, was so relieve me. We are talking about what's important, but I should go and be talking about Peter Obi. Is that what you want me to be talking about? Okay, Peter Obi lost election. What else you want me to talk? He lost election, and if you don't like, I make you go court. We are talking about a matter that is happening. You are talking about election that they've sworn the person in and has started work and subsidy. What do you want us to talk about that election? Political matter. Political matter, call. Economical matter. In fact, right now we are talking about the Africa Economic Summit. That's what I want us to be talking about now. Please. How do women push this kind of something out? You were better off in your mother's womb as a fibroid. RG, where are you? Should be your mouth they run. You were better off in your mother's womb as a fibroid. Maybe they do scam, maybe they see you there as fibroid. You better than this thing where they're born. Oh, she don't be kaleyi. We realize lokpolo. Now you go tell me waiting they relevant. Moti soros here talking what block where down. We reto confusion kon osu danu. On was so live me on so sokuso. Let me hide you on this channel. Wo. What the destiny I can massacre money. I am bullet. I am Leech Pin says, now I'm a boy you prefer to talk about, we know. Waiting they find for person where they talk about I'm a boy page. Eh? Check concentration camp where they keep you. No, do the suffer where they your life no reach. Why you can't they come another person where they talk about gossip matters? Why will you go and spend the little data you have? It's not like you ask data to be watching another person talking about gossip. And in your mind now, you are making sense. You'll be jumping from one life to the other. The people that are doing the live are making money. You are there hopping around useless, and you go still chop rapture. Dancing around, be egun bad. It's like it's masquerade season now. All of them are dancing up and down on my DM. Please, can we talk about what's important? If you find it unimportant, go away. Oh, Baba, na 18 karat gold, or be a liar. So please, can I go back to my topic? If you don't like my topic, please leave. This one can't put account number. You be blocked, Dano. Jadano. In fact, let me not even block you, because if I block your account number, I will still show. Then rapture in the rapture lumagba. You come to my life. He put his account number, see me the pin out. And people they stupid, sha. Presidential. Oh, was so live and to war only. Roll it within war at 2015. This is the first that officially came to Nigeria to an authorized dealer. Oh, was so live me on so. You're talking to a top G. Andrew Tate. Barapture. Can I please go back to my topic now? It's like people like the insult self more than the topic. Because when I was doing just the topic was 400 people. I can't begin cost this person don't enter 516. You don't enter 200 for YouTube. Agba don't lo yen idoni. Majo suen idoni. Idon 18 karat. So let's go back to my topic. When you marry a single woman, single mother, or you marry or you date a single woman or a single mother or a divorcee or a widow, just know that her children are her responsibility, and as a consequence of being her responsibility, they automatically become your responsibility. Someone say if that research is up to $70,000, make I buy that. If please go buy ammo. And remember, say we no get only one, we get collection. When you are with a woman who has children, her children automatically become your responsibility. Someone says, what about a single father? We'll talk about single fathers tomorrow. For now, we are talking about single mothers. Someone says, but now the mother, let me ask you a question here. Imagine you are dating a girl who is a single girl who does not have children. If her mama sick, you know, will help him. You don't know that whoever is a dependent of the person you are dating automatically, one way or the other, becomes your responsibility. Whoever is a dependent. Now, some women are lucky. You are dating a girl who's working in an oil company and is earning $5,000 a month. She can take care of herself unless she's greedy. But you see, there's still a level of responsibility you will have to assume unless you want disrespect. I'll take you a little further. There are some women. Now, another thing you need to understand is a single mother can never think like a single girl. A single girl will make decisions based on love. A single mother, even though love is going to be there, she has to concern herself with the welfare of her children. So, in as much as a single mother loves you, she realizes that she has the responsibility of her children. Even if she loves you to heaven and back, she will check you out if she sees that the responsibility of her children are above the range of your prospects. Now, when I say prospects, you might not have now, but she sees that, oh, the way you are going, the next 5 years are going to have next 1 year, but that she will not make a financial calculation regarding you in her life is a lie. Is a lie. When you are dating a single mother, there will be a financial, if you are dating any woman at all, there's going to be a financial consideration. There's going to be, when a woman looks at you, she's going to make a mental calculation. Can this guy carry my load? Now, when the woman is a single mother, that consideration is going to be even higher. Buki Shote says, so do single girls. Single girls too will look at you and still look at your pocket. Nigerian relationships are transactional. Look at the way Nigerians worship their God. Nigerians go to their God and say, hey, God, this is money. What do I get for it? God, you said I should bring my tithe. God, you said I should sow seed. God, what do I get for it? John is here. Today is a topic we will definitely need John. So just calm down. We will bring John. All of you saying, where is John? Where is John? We will bring John. So if you want the same you will still come and complain that this single woman that I'm dating, she did cheat. A single woman will always think of her children. You need to understand that maternal instinct in a woman will call her children first. Now, when a man has children and he now enters a relationship with a woman who has children, the conversation changes complexion. Because the man is also struggling to raise his children, while the woman is struggling to raise her children. Finances must be considered, but this time in a different spectrum. Can our joint resources take care of the children? Let me tell you, if you are a single father, don't go and date a liability girl. If you want to date a liability girl, let her be single. Don't date a liability single mother. And we're going to talk about the liability single mothers and the liability divorcees. There are some women that are hardworking, earning well, doing well, you get into their lives, you will compliment them. There are some women who are doing poorly. Those kind of women, when their husband they earn 1 million naira, them can't they earn 50,000 naira. The husband can't leave them or they leave the husband. But banla responsibility now you put head inside you. Am I connecting with you guys? If you're watching on TikTok, please double click the screen. There are 214 people watching me on TikTok right now. Double click the screen, double click the screen, tap, 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 double click the screen. Only 2 people have bought my money guns today. We have Darrell, Enemadu, and Christoph Maybal. Darrell, Enemadu, and Christoph Maybal. I'm looking for my number 1 gifter on TikTok. Remember, double click the screen. Who is my number 1 gifter? Connect with one another in the comment section while you double click the screen. Double click the screen, share the videos. Whatever platform you're watching on, share the videos. Share the videos. So, somebody asked for my account. I pinned the account. As usual, they just ask, they don't pay anything. If you're watching on YouTube, send me super chats and super stickers. Let me see you comment using super chats and super stickers. Super chats and super stickers on YouTube. It's going to be a very fun-filled day today. We're going to have so much fun. Y'all are going to love this. Okay, so let me bring somebody in. I'm going to start with a lady. Then I'm going to bring John in too. But first of all, let us start with a lady or with ladies. I want to hear the opinions of ladies. We also have Razak right here. Razak Akoshile. Okay? So let's hear their contributions on this lovely topic. So, Sean Leeds, I'm also going to bring you on. Sean Leeds. All right, I think I got Sean. All right, invite. So, let's talk about this Ada blessing. I see you, my darling sister. People who send you requests, then their phones are old, so they can't come live. At least let me bring them. Hey, First Lady Bestie, thank you so much for your gift. Where are you?
Hi.
Where are you?
I'm on set. I'm shooting. I'm a police officer.
Hey! Nadem, NSAS. And Dada. Olokpamako, everybody. Yala yawo.
Yes, so.
All right, so what is your take?
Let Ada go first. Ladies first. Ada, go first.
Honestly, having a child is not a stigma, right? But then again, I also understand that it's unfair putting the whole responsibility on the new guy because he wasn't there in the first place when everything started. But I think if you love somebody, naturally you would want to help. But they should not be entitled. Now I'm talking about good people, the guy, the lady, whoever has the child, should not expect the other partner, the other party to 100% be responsible for that child. If they do, then you're lucky. But if they don't, you don't have to compel them into doing that. Honest truth is, it's not your responsibility. But I expect that if you're dating somebody or you're married to somebody, you should support them. Yeah. I don't have a child, so I'm just speaking from a place of sentiment.
That's advertised. I don't have a child.
No, because you can only explain something vividly when you wear the shoes. I'm not wearing the shoes, right? Exactly.
Sean Leeds, over to you. What are your thoughts?
Right, so I think I've discussed this topic with Tasteboard previously, and my opinion still remains this. Dating a single mom is not for every man. I've tried it in the past. I can't do it. I haven't got it in me. That don't make you a bad guy. It doesn't make you a good guy. It's just some people's got it, some people haven't got it. You know, because there's so many. I don't know how it is in Nigeria, but there's so many intricacies that comes with it. Like, how do you what if you're living with this spouse? How do you discipline their children? Like, for example, if me and my missus broke up now and then she decides to marry someone, I won't want another man to discipline my own kids. You know, it's gonna cause a total chaos. You know, so
that's where you now have to be mature.
Right.
If somebody else is dating your baby mama, your kids are gonna test them.
Right.
Your kids are there's gonna be that psychological warfare. You can't do this to me, you're not my father.
Yeah.
And it will work out poorly if you encourage your children to do that. Right. If the guy beats your child, as long as he no wound your child, you know when they say person flog your child, carry this kind of thing, say, don't do that again. Don't do that again. Do you understand? Like the way they beat your pikin. And your pikin come and meet you, say, daddy, he beat me. You will tell your child, say, good for you, because you were not being good. Then you now feel call the guy for back. Say, Baba, I know they like me person, they beat my child. Though. If he didn't do me anything, do you understand? All right, bye, Ada. If he do you anything, talk to him. Report him to me, I go beat him. But me, for instance, if my ex married another man and the man beat my pikin, say the pikin stubborn, unless they beat him out of frustration or weak, you know when a man transfers aggression or frustration is different. But say my pikin do something bad, in come flog him, I don't feel vex with him.
But let me throw like a conundrum to this, because like in the UK, for example, now, if like I use my own, I use an analogy, like, oh, if me and my missus broke up now and then she married someone else, what they normally advise is, if my missus is living with my child, obviously you have like a shared custody or whatever, but if my child was being naughty while it was at their stepdad's place, the best thing to do is the stepdad to speak to me. I can then go and then speak to, because it's a dicey topic that is like, I don't know. I don't know how we feel about another man. Like, I mean, if I beat my own child or I scold or shout on my own child, that's my child. But then for your child,
you now need to understand, Sean, that your child is also his stepdad's child. Whether you like it or not. I think we've lost volume. Let's stay for a second. Your child is still your listen, don't raise your children to stand up to their mother's husbands. Don't do it. Somebody said, bro, you ain't making sense. Way of life 1972. Your father at home is not making sense. Your father's left ECMO is not making sense. Oh, you can't get ECMO by anyone with Reburuku yi. So you see two grown men, you come here and say you are not making sense. But last year, a year only make sense. Onji onsun only make sense. Family only make sense. Account only make sense. Anywhere to balo only make sense. Mama po ibi agababa ni. Oh, then it makes sense. Omarare kuni. How can you come to where two men are talking and you say they are not making sense? You can disagree with us, but disagree respectfully. We are not your father's mate, let alone your own mates.
Oh, well.
So, you see, let me tell you, yeah. Yoruba people say something. Wọ́n ní torogun èèyàn bá tó ẹgbẹ́ ìyá ẹni, màmá là ń pè.
Right.
Now, Yoruba proverb, I'll say this again. John, no worry now, Yoruba, I curse in destiny. He don't enter bush. As they say, like it's a pick paper for road. Don't. So, Yoruba people say, Torogun eni, if Orogun is in a polygamous home, your Orogun is the second wife.
Yeah.
They say Torogun torogun ẹni bá tó ẹgbẹ́ ìyá ẹni. If the second wife is your mother's mate, mama là ń pè, the respect wey you go give your mama, now you go give your second wife.
Yeah.
Na Yoruba adage. You see, when your person wey dey climb your mama, na your papa o. Your mother's boyfriend is your father, let alone your mother's husband. That place where you from come, now they put in tin every night o. Now where you follow come o? May we dey tell ourselves, oh, why do we like to lie to ourselves? Do you know what your mother does for him?
Yeah.
Let's talk.
No, I get.
No, Sean, you have not fully gotten it. Because some people look at him, it's not my father, it's not my father. Person where they mount your mama na your papa o.
No, it's true. I get what you're saying. I get what, but still, it's just like.
Your mama go chop back, and you want disrespect that person. You dey disrespect. Listen, if you disrespect your stepdad, it's like you are slapping your mother.
I think John said he said a request. I want to hear John's point of view.
You know, I didn't want to bring John yet because once John come, he go close the whole chapter. Everywhere go clock. So I wanted us to talk first before we brought John, because once John come like this, everywhere will not lock. Nobody can talk again. But as everybody they shout John, make we just bring John, because no hope again. Listen, anybody that mounts your mother is your father.
No, I get the respect, but
say your mama, where you they call mommy, if they make and do you know, can't respect the person. Oh, John, how are you doing? We welcome you. We know it's a problem, so we're waiting to bring you last, but as you don't come now, no problem. Oh yeah, over to you. If you're watching on YouTube, remember, send those super chats and super stickers. I have 222 people watching on YouTube. Big shout out to them all. Massive shout out to all of them. All right, John, go ahead.
Good evening.
Good evening, oh.
Good evening,
Good evening, oh. We dey wait for you.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. Now the phrase, the thing is, I understand the angle you're coming from, but that is you. For people like me and the vast majority of other men, we will not want to raise another man's child while the man is somewhere in Quillox drinking Hennessy 250. I be at home taking care of your child.
Hey!
Drinking Hennessy 250. Madam, I tell you please, we can try to paint this thing whatever we want to paint it, but it is the truth. And a vast majority will not want to deal with it. There are lots of reasons why we should not. A single mother is a no times 10. One, I have a friend who went to see a single mother. They were just dating. The lady's daughter was in the living room reading a book. She sat down somehow. You know how kids, as in teenagers, sit down carelessly. She sat down carelessly. He got down, come out face. Turn, they look another thing. Come on face, they look another thing. Because he didn't want to correct her. Because if he corrects her, the first thing when they go ask her, when you carry your eye, go there. Like say my daughter, my eye can't you really sit down properly? What's wrong with you? Secondly, there is no way you discipline that child that the mother will not bring in sentiments that you're doing this because this child is not yours.
Now, John, I want to talk to you. You have made a lot of sense. But you see, a single mother who is dating a man has to know the place of her man in her child's life and has to know the place of her child in her man's life. Only a wise woman can balance that equation. Now, John, let me ask you a question. Imagine your ex-wife. I now marry her.
You cannot.
Why?
No, sorry. You can't. I thought you. Okay, continue.
No. Tell me that why I cannot. Baba, as you dey craze, that's why I dey craze.
You cannot. Continue. You don't
So
marry her then.
I come marry him. Now the judge awarded her custody of the child and gave you visitation rights, which is what 90% of judges will do. I am not a poor man. I live in Banana Island or in Lekki in a gated estate, so it's not that I can come and do madness. Any madness we want can do, we go counter mad.
Me too. I wouldn't be a poor man.
You two are not a poor man, so it is two rich people doing madness. Now, your child lives in my house maybe 3, 4, 5 days a week.
This is where I was supposed to say it's not possible. It's not possible.
Why is it not possible? Tell me how it's not possible.
My son, my child.
Eh?
I'm not living another man's house.
How? What do you want to do? Now, let me break your heart. You can't, there's nothing you can do in Nigeria. Oh. But let's just imagine Nigeria get as it be. Your ex-wife can't go Canada. She can't meet me for Canada. You know if you tell me say the pikin no go live her. The woman says I live here, he's my husband, he's gonna live with me.
Daddy Freeze, my child will not grow up in another man's house.
What? There is nothing you can do.
Daddy Freeze, there are a lot of things.
Okay, what can you do? I want to familiarize. What can you do?
Why would I tell you? If you want me to tell you, I'll call you personally. My hair, my first son will not grow up in another man's house. The only place he can grow up is either his grandparents' house or my house.
But that's in a story. If the mama relocate, all this one where they talk now because say the mama no relocate too.
Daddy Freeze. You see all this? Am I doing already? Okay. You see all these things where you guys say if the mama relocate? Daddy Freeze, we know how to bring people back from America. Don't worry.
John, don't carry Antonio.
It is my own phone you're talking about. Forget it won't happen. Let's talk about other people. But they might do what I would do. Let's talk about other people. The truth is, let me give another example, Daddy Freeze. Let's say me, John, now marries Nkechi, who is a single mother. Nkechi has a child, Tunde, for her ex, Femi. Now Nkechi comes into my life and have another son for me, Emeka. So when it's time for me to write my will, you tell me I'm their father. Let's say I have just 2 houses in my life. I'll will one of my houses to Emeka, my son, and one of the houses to Femi. Femi's father will now remember that he has a child called Femi, and he has to include him in his will. He will now will another house to Femi. Femi will have 2. My own biological son will have 1. If my papa do that thing, I'll go spit on top of his grave.
Now. These are conversations you need to have.
Why have those conversations when you can avoid it?
No, but you see, you can't choose.
By marrying a fresh, young woman.
Baba, I marry fresh young woman. Problem dey there. No be every fresh young woman their head correct too.
Hey, Daddy Freeze, let me deal with that particular problem.
Baba, why am I so worried about my inheritance when I'd rather marry someone that will give me peace of mind in this life?
Daddy Freeze. The thing is, every woman you marry, whether single or married, or a single mother or no single mother, will come with their own wahala.
Yes.
Now, the problem with the single mother is that it comes with 2 wahala, she and her child. Let me marry the one that comes with 1 wahala. I deal with that 1 wahala.
You'll be amazed that some single mothers don't have personal wahala. The only wahala is the child. I've seen it before.
Daddy Freeze, imagine, God forbid, it was my dad that died, and it was now my mom that was alive. I should now be married. The man cannot deal with me. It's not possible. Daddy Freeze, but that's what I was saying. I think it's one of those topics that is different strokes for different folks, because sometimes another man who's not my father can deal with me. It's not possible.
Let me tell you something.
Some people do it effortlessly.
Let me tell you something.
Some men,
I have children. I have adopted children. I have stepchildren. All of them are entitled to exactly the same thing my biological children are entitled to.
Congratulations, you make up.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what my own philosophy is. I don't live in my father's house. I don't drive my father's car. So why should I raise children that need my house or my car? If luck favors on you, and maybe you are not my biological child, and your own biological father decides to will you a house or a plane or a business, or that's your luck. I will raise whoever lives under my roof so well that they'll be able to at least eat. And the Bible has said something. It said, once you have clothing and shelter, everything else is extra.
Daddy Freeze, me, John, a single mother marries me. In Pekin, my Pekin go chop first before Pekin chop.
Lie.
My Pekin go chop.
Can I say something?
Let's hear Glory. Glory wants to say something. Glory, let's hear you.
Daddy Freeze, the reason why I just like avoid like African men like in general because of like our reasoning is quite different. And why I go for white men because of like they're very lenient and very understanding of certain things. My baby daddy is not broke. I still collect money from him, but we didn't work out. But I still realize that even the guys that have opened myself to other races, like India, no, everything, I don't even discriminate. Before I was too locked up on dating just black men, but I was there like, where I'm me dating a black man can never ever, they can't take care of me the way I want to be taken care of. But when you open yourself to other races, I promise you, all this conversation about I don't be dating single man, all these things will just end. When a man loves you, he will love your children and join. That one I know for sure.
Madam, you know what you just said now? You said you are now going for the available and not the desirable.
No, I'm open to any. No, that was my mental. Okay.
You are now going for the available, not the desirable.
No, I grew up in Nigeria. Majority of men I saw in Nigeria were black men. Do you understand? So I thought that was it. But when I grew up and sorry.
You prefer
I'm talking over you, yeah?
You prefer African men. But because you have realized that we African men will prefer to marry classes. Someone that does not have just someone that does not have children.
That's good. It's okay. Everyone has a preference. Like you said, John, you said that you don't
agree that you're going outside your preference to see the solution.
No, definitely because of like I've seen how like what men treat their women. They don't come out and discriminate their women. They don't talk down that even Indian boys, only black men. You can see them dragging a race of women up and down. They can even sell everybody's pants. To be honest with you,
that is the truth. But madam, what country are you based in? Let me be like Joe, madam. What country, are you based in?
No, that doesn't matter. But one thing
listen. The only reason I'm pulling that up because you said something about white men don't treat like over here in the UK. White people are the ones who actually emotionally and psychologically torture their women most. You will see it all over the news. I think don't let us be paid to one race.
That's a different thing. Those things are just attempts.
Your preference is your preference. I'm not like obviously blaming you for you, but that's what you like.
Yeah.
But don't say one race. Don't do this or don't do that. Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about like obviously I'm just saying that everyone should be open to other races because if you're dating a certain type of men and you realize that doesn't work well for you, there are different other races of people that you can look up to and like you can date and you have a good life.
Madam, let me tell you something. Yeah? I need you to understand one thing. If you don't take anything away from this life, take this one away. Maybe my delivery is bad. Maybe people don't like me. But you see, this one thing I want to tell you.
No, I don't hate you. You always say the truth. But it's just that,
Madam, you see, this one thing I want to tell you. Only an African man will be dating you and be looking at the future. The reason why those white men treat you like a queen is because all they are thinking about is that way they keep them. Once that knack really do them, once they them again, take it to the bank. Take it to the bank. That is what it is. That is how they are wired. Once they are done with that man, the telephone, they see an option. You're gone. Madam, don't go. So the thing is this is not about race or no race. Every human being wants. Okay, I had this conversation with someone, and someone was telling me about, I think, Jeff Bezos, that is getting married, that is engaged to a single mother that is 52. I told him, dude, can't you see what Jeff Bezos just did? He is getting married to a single mother of 52. All her kids are grown and are out of the picture. And that's why he decided to set her. They are like starting afresh. My problem is not with the single mothers. My problem is with the children. And if you like, anybody that wants to take me to come to start my business, my problem is with the children. Even if I'm dating a single mother, if you're coming to visit me, don't go with your child. If you come with your child is outside. Stay outside. Yeah, it's a bit dicey. Like I said, I told you, I still don't know how I'll be able to deal with another man. This one child. It's not gonna work out. You know, now something where you feel launch each other blow on top straight for me. No, it's. And you know, as children they play. If we play, carry toys, come for my TV. Well, yeah. Go to your papa their house. They drink champagne. I lie you. Yeah. I lie. Even my picking do, I go chest them. Yes, now my picking. That's still even there's some things your child will do that you'll be angry and they'll come to you and say, oh daddy, I'm sorry, or daddy, I love you, and you just like, you know, you get angry but you'll be okay with it. But if it's someone else's child that do it, you love me for where? After you've broken my
Now, the two of you, you have missed a fundamental issue here. And that fundamental issue is you are still looking at your wife's your wife's other children as not your children. The moment you look at them as your children, whatever my son does, or my stepdaughter does, or my adopted daughter does, I see it as the same thing. If they do a good thing, it is equal in my eye. If they do a bad thing, it is equal in my eye. I will not beat my stepdaughter more than my biological son, or I will not beat my my stepson more than my biological daughter.
That is you, and I would become 5% of the population of Africa.
Now, because I am in a minority, doesn't make me wrong. We should start creating an opportunity for more people like me, because whether you like it or not, all of you who are watching my live are either going to get divorced at a point, or separated, or widowed, or something at a point in your life. So how do you handle moving forward? How do you handle it? Let me tell you something here. Let me tell you something. There was a time I was broke. I don't think any father would have done this. There was a time I was broke, really broke, and children had to go to school. Do you know I kept my biological son at home for 1 year so that the others could go to school? Wait. My biological son was 3. Sorry, was 2. He needed to start school at 2, but logically, I could defend keeping him at home for 1 more year. I could not defend keeping the children that are already in secondary school at home. Hold on, make una dey hear me. I could not defend keeping the grown children that had already started school at home. I could delay. In the logic, he was the only one that I could pull back. He was the only. Now let me tell you a story. So I now put all of them in, including him, in a school that they could all afford, because I did not want them to say I put my son in a better school than I put them for the future. It was the children that came to me one day and said, Daddy, we all went to Butter schools. Oh. This boy, you are raising him like a Jepako. Let him go to Butter school. It was the other children that now made me pull him out from that school and put him in a Butter school. Because as far as I was concerned, I would rather they have the same opportunity. So that in future, tomorrow, they will not hold me and say, you did not treat us like your children. Because let me tell you the truth. You don't know you don't know which of them is going to become governor. You don't know which of them, hold on, you don't know which of them is going to become a billionaire. Now,
Yes.
now, I believe that in my old age, I am entitled to the same treatment my biological son will give me from my adopted and my stepchildren. I believe because I raised them the exact same way. I never give my son food that they don't eat. I never give my son privilege that they don't have. So me protecting my son, what if now that my son where they protect now he no can do well for future? I don't pray about that. What if now him no can do well? What if it is one of the children that we least expected is the one that now does well? What do I do? How am I? Let me tell you, there is no child. Let me tell you what I do for all my children. I pay all their school fees. I don't pay 80%. I pay 100% of their school fees. 100. I buy their phones. I buy their games. I buy their mom buys their clothes and their food and all of that. But whatever I do for my son that is biological or for my daughter that is my biological daughter, I do for them across board. If I don't do it, I don't do it for all. If I do it, I do it for all. Because I have learned that where this world is going. I had a conversation with my dad today. My dad was, I was complaining, my dad was quarreling with my younger brother, who is from another wife. And I was telling my dad that, don't you think you are the one that is too hard on this boy? My dad was like, he was using his father's mentality. That this thing that he did, he can never take it from his father will never take it. Blah blah. I said, Daddy, you are not, your father's time has gone. This particular era, what you are doing, I don't agree with it. So we had a long conversation about this. And then, I tried to explain to him that this life that we're in is a totally different generation. What he went through with his father, we lost John, is totally different. You see, I've learned something. If I call any of my kids, they will answer me in the same way. The only thing is, like, maybe because baby Free is a baby, I tend to hug him more. I hug all of them. I tend to play with him more because he's a kid and the other ones are adults or almost adults.
Yeah, but can I? Obviously, I don't like to project on people's personal thing, but from what I can see as an outsider looking into your personal life, it looks like all your kids look at you as their dad.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but let me like that, please. Let's imagine a situation where these kids are like they are split between this our mom's new man and we also have our dad here. You have some kids like that where it's like they're in between, they don't know what's going on. Because at the moment your kids there was something you read, I think it was one of your daughters that said, happy birthday to the only father I ever know. It was really touching because that's like a daughter that knows that, this is my father figure, this is someone that I look up to as a male role model, sorry. But if it was a situation where there was like, war between West Coast and East Coast, and the kids are stuck in the middle, will they not be more dicey than the way you are painting it now?
Let me tell you something. Yeah? You see, kids know. There have been times when they are fighting with their mom and they'll come and report their mom to me.
Right.
There are times. And there are times when they are fighting with me too that they go and report to their mom. You see, the kids of nowadays are not like we. They are more balanced. They know left and right. Do you understand? They will tell me that this one, Daddy, you are at fault. This one, Mommy, you are at fault. And you see, I've learned with kids of nowadays, they need you to explain to them. Don't force it down their throats. Explain to them. Sometimes I'm hard on them. Sometimes I quarrel with them. Sometimes I'm gentle with them. Sometimes they offend me, but I still just realize that maybe because I've been hard the last 2 times, let me let this one slide.
Right.
Some children hate their stepdads. I am lucky. Now, children hating stepdads is 2 things.
Right.
The stepdad messing up or the children having fundamental problems.
Right.
Do you understand?
That's
So sometimes the
okay.
stepdad is a good dad, but the children have issues. And sometimes the stepdad is a bad dad, but the children are okay. Sometimes the children and the stepdad both have issues. Sometimes none have issues. I've been very lucky with my own kids. It's been a journey. I was not right all the time. There were times when I didn't get the formula right. I wasn't born with a winning formula or a winning streak. There were some times when I didn't get the formula right. And I had to go back to the drawing board and try to fix things. But I'm going to tell you something for free. Children are a product of their mother. If you are good to their mother, they will do anything just for you, just because you are good to their mother, and they don't want their mother to be sad. They will tolerate your bullshit. Sorry, excuse my language. They will tolerate your BS simply because they know you make their mother happy. So for their mother, they would now. Because now let me now tell you a story. My biological children don't like me or love me or respect me as much as my stepchildren or my adopted children, because of the way their mother raised them. Their mother raised them to not like me. If all the things their mother says about me are negative, how do they want to like me? I have a horrible relationship with my biological children, but an amazing relationship with my stepchildren. Let me tell you something. I have, and I can tell, I'm not making this up. I can tell you for free. Someone says, DF, you are playing with fire. I hope you don't regret it. Let me tell you a story.
Just ignore this.
Hold on. No. The opportunity, you see, the opportunity this platform affords us is so that we can learn.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I got to where I got to. Oh, what's wrong with Nigeria? Thank you so much. What's wrong with Nigeria? Send me $50 on YouTube. Thank you so much. You see, I got to where I got to without a single input from my biological family. I came to Lagos alone. I met Olisa Adibwa. Olisa Adibwa took me under his arm like this. I don't know him from anywhere. Not only did he help me get a job, he made sure they did not sack me on that job. He made sure I was promoted on that job. He made sure I was given opportunities on that job. I don't know him from anywhere. Olisa no be my family. That's why till tomorrow, if Olisa call me, I go run. Olisa na my bros. There are people who are his age that I don't give that bros regard.
Yeah.
Olisa made sure that I got a job, kept the job, and was promoted on the job, and he taught me 50% of what I know on the radio. And I don't know him from anywhere. That taught me a lesson. Where are my uncle's children? Where are my uncles? Where are my aunties? Where were they when I needed them? They were not there, but strangers were there for me. That's if I'm good to my stepchildren and my adopted children, and they decide in future that they want to be bad to me, that good I sowed into their lives, I will get it somewhere else.
Somewhere else, yeah. Sure.
I will get it. Let me tell you, I know people who have biological children and their biological children are almost ale. If they are not selling the house, they are selling this. I know people where their biological children are problem from beginning to the end.
No, true that.
So when you look at a child, what input? Let me tell you, I've told my children, I'll give you an example. My business is going to be shared equally among all my children, biological, adopted, what else do you do? A step, all my children. Whoever decides that wants to run my business will get 50% of the business, while the rest is shared among everybody else. If two people decide, oh, let's run my dad's business, they are going to get 50% of the business. The remaining is to be shared among everybody else. Now, those two that run the business, or that one that runs the business, does not have to be biological. I am more concerned about my dream evolving than my name. Nobody knows the son name of Christ, but we all know his dream. What is Paul's son name? Paul in the Bible, what's his son name? You don't know his son name. But the church today is built on his dream. I am more focused on my dream because Isaac Newton, I don't know if Isaac Newton did not have children.
I don't know about that, to be honest.
Isaac Newton did not have children. He is more popular than everybody in his time that had children. Did Isaac Newton? I'm bringing John back for those of you asking. Newton does not have any recorded children and he never got married. But Newton's law of physics is what aeroplane used to fly, is what car uses. He had no children. So his dream is more important than his name. His vision, whoever can carry my vision is my child. I have vision children. Not biological children are the ideology of primitives. Primitives thought like that. This is this person's son, this person's son. Why? Because the person and the other person did together and they produced a child. Vision children are those that take your vision to the next level. A vision child is more important than a biological child. Biology is what it is biology. Somebody says, find them. I have seen many cases like that regret. I will not regret. I can never regret me. Now, let me tell you something. Before I take care of any child, biological and non-biological, adopted, I take care of myself very well first. Then I take care of my children. I don't lack anything. The only thing that can make me regret is if I took care of children and did not take care of myself. Then I will regret. But whatever belongs to me belongs to all my children. And let me tell you one thing here. It is more likely that my biological children will carry my dream. Sorry, my adopted children will carry my dream because they walked with me, so they understand my vision.
Yeah.
They are more likely. I'm not saying my vision is not open to both biological and adopted, but it is more likely than the adopted who sat with me, who worked with me, who understood me. It is easier for them to understand the vision and take it to the next level than for my biological children who have not talked to me in years. Let me tell you something. Oh, I'm not primitive. I'm half Romanian. My mother is white. The way Romanians think and the way Nigerians think is two different things. Nigerians are very primitive in their thinking. I'm sorry, I just have to say it. Very primitive, very binary in their thinking.
No.
But my children is anyone who I don't open my roof for anybody. But the moment I open my door for you and you sleep under my roof, you become my child, and it comes with full privileges. Let me tell you something. If I have two children, one is my biological child that is doing poorly in school, and the other is my adopted child that is doing excellently well in school. Which one do you think I'll send abroad to go and further education?
Of course, the one doing well.
Finish!
Yeah.
I will not carry a Yabatek brain and send to Harvard because it's my biological, while I will deny a Harvard brain Harvard and send to Yabatek because it's adopted. I am here to change the world. I am here to change the way we think. If we listen, the reason why some people think I will regret it in future is because they believe that the world will continue being the way it was for their parents. Stop using your parents' life as example. Your parents missed the road.
Definitely not.
The world, the way the world is going now. Let me tell you something. I was reading something on AI, artificial intelligence. Do you know that artificial intelligence can start feeling pain? They have started getting emotions. Do you know whether 10 years from now robots will take over the world?
Of course.
Did we know at any point in time that there will be a COVID that will lock down the whole world for 2 straight years? We didn't know. We don't understand the future, but we try to predict it with our primitive mindsets. That's why we end up where we are.
No, I get the point you're making, definitely. And also, I think, in a way, like you've said as well, though, you are quite very lucky because.
Of course.
Your kids
Of course. If I had children that are bad, if I had children that did not like me and did not give me a chance, if I had children that had issues. Hi, how are you, my darling? But let me tell you something. There is no way you will raise a child between 10 and 20 that you will not clash with that child at least once or twice a year. Whether it's biological, whether it's adopted. Now, sometimes it is easier to discipline your biological children because nobody will question you. But when you are disciplining your adopted children, you have to be a bit more careful. You understand? Because they will question you. Something happened once. And there's no child that lived in my house that I've never beaten before. You go down collect. I not be weak. You need punishment. Give me your hand. Pra. Or I deny you a privilege. Give me your phone. Once I get angry, like say, all of you, where are you? All of you, give me your phone. I seize everybody's phone. Then I can seize their phone for a week. Or you know what? No internet or no game. That's the way But when they were younger, I remember there was a time one of my daughters did something. And I was really upset. And I was raking for the child. Blah, 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 blah. You know, do you want me to beat you? In fact, I'm going to go and report you to your mother. Your mother will beat you. The child looked at me and said, no, please beat me. Because they don't say their mama beats him past my own.
Of course.
As in the child just said, please beat me. I said, I can't look him. Say, Because me, the reason why my beating no they hard for their body, be say, I'm going to beat them with conscience. Say, but you know, their mama, wait till we rush them.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So, it's not like I've not made many mistakes with all my children, plus biological, plus adopt. I've made mistakes. I'm nowhere near perfect. But I want them to know that my mistakes are from a place of love. And as much as I can, I try to correct those mistakes. You understand? The lion's share of my money, now me the chopper, me.
Yep.
Now me the chopper.
Yeah.
Followed by my wife. She eats the lioness share. The children share the rest. I don't carry children on my head like this. There are some people that carry children on their head. No. I believe you deserve opportunities, but you also deserve to suffer a little so you appreciate the opportunities.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's my teaching.
Of course.
Because the more you make life too easy, John, I sent you several requests you are not accepting. The more you make life too easy for children, the less they value opportunity. What you struggled for becomes their normal. Growing up, we never ate beans with meat. But my children eat beans with meat. So the day you give them beans and you don't give them meat, it becomes abnormal. But that their abnormal was my own normal.
Normal, yeah.
My own abnormal was no food. But as long as there was beans in a plate, they have given you food. Go and eat. When you are done, wash the plate and sleep. But then when you put the beans, you must put fish, you must put meat, or you must put something else. So that, however, transcends across all children. The only child in my house that does not have a phone is baby Freeze. The moment they get to a certain age, I buy all of them phones. I buy them iPhones. They are my children. We might not have the same biology, but the world is a global village. The people that will impact your life the most are going to be people you have no biological ties with. And sometimes the people that will drag you down the most will be the ones you have biological ties with.
Yeah, no, it's true, it's true.
Folaito, over to you. Let me hear you.
There's this question I would like to ask John and every guy that says that they don't want to.
Hold on. I want us to look at this. Folaito, before you say this, I want you to go. You go on this and says, one Vic says it is unfair to act as their dad when their dad is alive and in their lives. Who creates the concept? You see, my problem with people like you is, aside from being binary in your thinking, your intellectual capacity is hindered by environmental, sociological, and genetic factors. If you think like this, let me give you an example. My former boss, Amin Musali, did more for me in my life than my biological father. He gave me the job that defined me. I did not say more than my mother. My mother worked a lot in my life. But my dad, concerning my career, did not do much. My boss is Lebanese. He's not even Romanian or Nigerian. He gave me the opportunity to become Daddy Freeze today. Without him in my life, I will not have gotten to as far as I have gotten to. So you want to tell me that I will respect my father more than I respect him? Because me and my father share biology? No. It doesn't work like that. If it worked like that, there'll be what Nigerians do every day. It's called, what's this thing we all complain about our governors? They will bring their children and their relatives into power. There's a name for it.
Is it nepotism?
Nepotism. If my boss decided to be nepotic or to practice nepotism, I would never have had a chance. He would have told me to go and meet my biological father in Ibadan. Make my papa open radio station, give me. So as long as strangers act as your father, do you think that time, hold on, do you think that time I was working for my boss? And my father sat down, my boss sat down. My boss said, come, and my father said, come. Who do you think I will answer first?
Your boss.
Straight away, without even reasoning. My father said, go tell you, say, wrong, go and meet your guy.
Yes.
So a boss has assumed the position of a father by being there for me, by helping me, by creating a path for me. So if my boss can be my father, let alone a man in whose house I'm living.
You see, Daddy Freeze, there's this question I asked.
Someone says, you mean father is not important because someone gave you a job?
It doesn't matter.
He is more important in my life than my father. My boss is more important in my life than my father. My boss defined me. My father couldn't. He didn't have the wherewithal. He couldn't do it. Just the way Pharaoh helped Joseph grow is the same way my boss helped me grow. And I am not, you know me, I'm a very logical person. I don't value blood. I value value.
Yep.
I don't value blood. I have people who are in my life, they are like my brothers. And I have people who are biologically my relatives that I don't give a rat's behind about.
Exactly.
And I have people who are strangers I met along the corridors of life, and they have bonded with me. There are people who, listen today, I have people who, if I need $10,000 now, there are people I can run to, none of them, except my mother and my younger sister. Nobody else can I run to and say, I need 10K now. No member of my family, apart from my mother and my sister, can say, what account should I pay it into? Those, if I get into trouble today, aside my mother and my sister, there is nobody I can run to that is a family member, that is a blood. So why am I rating this blood so much? Why am I giving blood value when the real people that I will run to and say, let's do this, I need this. Do you think, imagine Tinubu woke up this morning and said, I want to make Daddy Freeze Minister of Information, but he has never built a radio station before. So unless he can build a radio station, I don't trust him. I now need $1 million. Where do you think I'm going to go and raise it from? I'll come to the free nation, strangers that have become my brothers. I'll run to my friends that are my brothers. Baba, this is what's on the ground. This is what I will raise that $1 million in 1 month. Back, bam.
Yeah.
And none of it will come from my direct family, except my mother. My mother will hear that and will give me what she has. It's $100,000 stake. I give you. You are my son. I believe in you. And my sisters too will gather whatever they have together. And even my step brother. If I call him and tell him that this was on the ground, this was Baba, I no get money, but next time waiting I get. Take. But I have other blood relatives. So why should I put you in because you gave birth to me? No, that's not how. If I did that, the whole world would be like Nigeria.
Exactly.
Please, if you're watching on TikTok, remember to send me the money guns. I have 3 money guns now. Oh wow, Darlene Emadu sent me 2 money guns. Thank you so much. If you're watching on YouTube, I've only gotten. Someone says, I hope you guys know he's a Yoruba man, meaning he has 2 mouths. Inno Elvis on YouTube. I'm going to block you, but before I block you, Masoro Dilesi, what I have said, I don't have 2 mouths. So remember, I'm half Yoruba. I don't have 2 mouths. And they follow it and they believe in. And I have children and stepchildren. And I've lived with them for a minimum of 10 years. Or around 10 years. I need to sit down. And nothing has changed. So if I can do something for 10 years, or almost 10 years, and be consistent at it, trust me, I think I know what I'm doing.
It's a long time.
I think I know what I'm doing.
The thing here is that many people always, you see, there's this question I need to ask men who can't marry single mothers.
Thank you very much. Go on.
I need to ask.
Thank you.
Okay.
Alali Orupagbo. Thank you so much.
How do you want me to treat that child if you, on a good day, cannot treat someone else's child nicely or respect that person's child?
Can I answer that question? I think it's a very false narrative in this sense, and I'm like I said, I use my own personal experience with DF when he invited me. I've been in a relationship maybe once or twice with someone who's got kids, and I couldn't cope. But that doesn't make me a bad father to my kids. You know, I mean, maybe you shouldn't be blowing your own trumpet, but I'm amazed. Even my wife will tell you that I love my kids. Because, man, you know, there was, I will give you a story. When we first had my daughter, one of the maternity nurses that obviously is my Mrs. Wire friend, and we were talking about something like this, and she told me, it's a white woman, she said, do you know among all primitive animals, it's only us human beings that we don't kill a child that doesn't belong to us, that every primitive animals, once the wife brings another child, you know, if it's lion or monkeys or whatever, what they do is like they get rid of that child first before they begin to raise their own child.
Wait.
God.
Okay.
No, because you can't judge the father, because you're not good to my child, you won't be good when we have our child. Because it doesn't, I mean, I used to think like that, but in my own case, it's totally different. You know, I couldn't cope with it, but then with my own child, it's totally different. I mean, I love my kids, you know, they get away to an extent, I show them love and all that, but it's things that I couldn't show when I was with someone that had a child that wasn't mine. So I think it's a bit of a dicey narrative to use that as a comparison.
No. You didn't hear me. Okay, for instance, some guys will say, like you said rightly, that it's hard for you to be with a mom without that has got kids.
Yeah.
How about if, God forbid, you and your wife are not together, and I come to marry, you meet me as a single girl, yeah? How do you want me to treat your own children? Do you want to put your own children outside and treat me better, and would you put your children aside or disregard your children because I am there? Because that's what you are saying.
No, that's not what. So, funny enough, we've actually joked around this topic with my wife lots of time, right? If anything should happen between us and we've got kids, like for me, I mean, I don't know about, but for me personally, what I would probably do is either be with someone that already have a kid, because I've got a kid, or it would just be a situation where I'm not getting into like marry someone. It would just be like I'm dating someone. Oh, this they do that here. Oh, this is my dad's girlfriend. They've been together for like the last 15 or 8 years or whatever. It would just be dating. So it won't be like, because I wouldn't expect someone to carry the load that I can carry. That's just me personally. Like, I think this topic, there's no one or two answers to it. What Daddy Freeze is doing is amazing, it's commendable. I mean, people are saying, oh, you are changing. It's commendable. I have got it.
I have got step kids.
Yeah.
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 And it's very hard, to live with them, to live with a man who has got kids, and it's the same way it is hard to live with a woman who has got kids.
Yeah.
You have, just like Daddy Freeze said, yeah. When I met my husband, he had 2 lovely children. If I want to scream at my step kids, yeah, I have to calm down a bit, yeah, and do it with style, and correct them. But when it comes to my own children, my own son, as at that time, even on my own children,
right,
they will hear it that day, like seriously, and that requires on the same, if it's the same offense. Yeah. You understand? Because you have to be very, very careful. It's hard. Nobody's saying it's easy. Nobody's saying it's easy. And I've been with my step kids for the past 13 years or 14 years now. Yeah?
Yeah.
I treat them the same and equally. I don't let my own kids know that they are better than them, or my step kids are better than them. When you see my step kids and my children, you will think I gave birth to even so many people usually think I gave birth to my step kids. You understand? Many people always think I gave birth to my step kids because of the way I treat them and because of the way they treat me with respect. Nobody's saying it's easy. I'm not that perfect mom, and I'm also not that perfect mom with my own children too.
Yeah.
Because there are sometimes that when sometimes I report my son to his older brother, because his older brother is 23 now. That look at your little brother, see what he did, speak to him. If not, what I'll do to him, then that will be like, oh, until later, it's okay, and he speaks to his little brother. Or when I say, oh, today your brother and your sister are not going to have TV, but I'm stepping out. You know what they'll do? They'll make sure that they watch TV to their satisfaction before I come back. You know all those things. And there is a bond. There is a serious bond between them. So for me, people saying that they can't be with women that have kids before, I just think that's a very wrong narrative, because there are some women that you meet and they compliment everything about you. You understand? They compliment everything about you. So children are children. You need to treat them equally. Children are children. You need to treat them all equally. You can't look down on. There are some stepkids that are very hard, that are very difficult to. Don't get me wrong. It's not all of them that are easy. That it feels, I'm sure you understand what I'm trying to say. it's not all step kids that are easy. There are some step kids that are so wicked to their parents, their own blood parents. So, how much more? You are nothing. So they'll be wicked to you. But everything, you have to just be smart in handling them in order for them to come to you. You know, for you all to bond. It's not easy, but my own stepkids and I, we bond. If I phone them now, they are here now.
You see, Oyinbo people are different from us and they will always be superior to us. I have a cousin who did not know his mother was not his mother until he had finished university and they wanted to renew his passport. He believed that his mother was his biological mother. There were 4 kids. So when it was time to renew his passport, he just gave his passport to his sister and his birth certificate to go and help renew it. Now the sister checked the birth certificate. She said the name of the mama. Okay, he didn't have the birth certificate. The birth certificate was with their mom. So it was when the mom released the birth certificate that the sister looked and said, "Come, what's going on? This is not your." Then went to meet their mother. Then the mother said that she raised him. He was the father's child and he was too young, so she raised him. Meanwhile, this boy was driving. He used to drive his mother's cars, but he was not his mother. He went to school abroad on the mother's bill, but she was not his mother. But guess what? He's the one taking care of her in old age now.
Exactly.
He ignored. He said his mom. He thought about it. He went. For a while. He said he wanted to know his mother. After one day, he just woke up and went to meet his. Guess what? His university was his mother that sent him there. The job that he was doing, which is an expatriate job, it was his mother's connection that his mother that is not his mother's connection that got him that job. He said there was a point in his life about a year he was looking for his real mother. One day he just went to meet his mother and said, "You are the only one I know as a mother. You are the only one I know as a mother." I know one guy too who grew up with another woman like that. Same story. Father had him with another woman. The woman just came to drop him at his doorstep one day. The woman in the house raised him. He was all his life looking for his real mother. The first day he met his mother like this, she tore him a bill. First thing, so now even my son, we don't lost since bill me. He said he paid that bill and he cut off her call and never called her again in his life. So how can you tell me? How are we creating when let me tell you what the Bible says. This is what Christ says. Do you have a Bible, Polito?
Let me see. Check my app. Hold on. Let me check my computer. I've got the app on everything.
I don't have Bible, but I have MacBook here, so I can read.
I've got it on my computer, and I think I bought the
NLT.
Yeah. Might be the neighbor.
Hi, hello, hi.
Hold on, Daddy, please. I just want to turn on.
No problem. Sean Leeds, please help me open Matthew chapter 12, verse 47.
Matthew 12, 47.
Do you have NLT?
Yeah, I've just typed NLT on Google and then.
Okay, Matthew 12, read from verse 47. Read from verse 40. Or can you?
If because it only shows 47. Let me see if I can get it.
46. Just read 46. NLT is fine. Just
Okay,
46.
Okay.
Am I reading NLT?
Yeah.
Yes, NLT. Do you have it? Just read 46 and 48.
It says, as Jesus was speaking to the crowd, his mother and brother stood outside, asking to speak to him. 47. Someone told Jesus, well, Yeshua, your mother and your brother are standing outside. They want to speak to you.
What was his response?
Read the full chapter. Bear with me, I'm just gonna make it bigger.
No problem. What was his response?
Okay.
Yeah, read it.
And Yeshua asked, this 48, who is my mother? Who are my brothers? Then he pointed to his disciples and said, look, these are my brothers and my brothers. Yeah?
I thought I had it here.
He pointed to his disciples and said, these are my mother and these are my brothers.
Yeah.
It's in the Bible. They came to meet him. They said, your mother and your brothers are outside. Once he said, no, these disciples are my mothers and my brothers.
It's just downloaded.
Guess what? They were the ones that cried with him. They were the ones. Mary Magdalene was not his blood sister, but she was the first one in the morning to run to the tomb to anoint his body. You need to understand that biology, somebody says, leave that one. As usual, someone says, I grew up in the hand of a stepdad. I have returned back to my biological father and I invested in my biological father. That's where I belong.
Primitive thinking.
I invested in my biological father. That's where I belong. Look out for your biological children. You are a primitive man. You and very little difference. You are Homo erectus because it erect. Finish. Now I make. Baba, no let me enter you. Nonsense mentality. Nonsense mentality. See mentality.
Yeah, though, on a more balanced, like, to have a balanced argument say, don't you still think it should be a situation of like, whether you're a male or female, you should know what you can deal with, and if you can't deal with it, don't go into it.
Agreed. But also, let me tell you something. Hold on.
People think I'm changing stand, and that's my stand. Like, if you know.
Hold on. Let me explain something to you. Let me fault that argument. And I'll tell you why. Yeah. Before, I know they fit hear man and man. It vex me. But as I saw that the world was evolving and a place in society was created for them, I had to alter my views. As society evolves, I'm telling you, I'm 47 years old. I don't know whether I senior you, Sean.
Oh, you definitely know it there.
I'm 47 years old. What I have seen in my life has made me realize that your brothers and your sisters, they outside there. No go use blood, tie yourself inside place where you no belong. Let me tell you something. I've said it. If I need $1 million today, if I need advice in my life or my career today, I am not calling anybody in my family except maybe my mother and my two sisters. But guess what? Before I even call my mama, I get guys where I go call first. Baba, how you want to look this matter? Families, and expect the world to be a global village. You want Jeff Bezos to have mercy on you. You want Bill Gates to consider your plight. But then your father's 4 children are your only relatives. Now wahala you they find. Nobody is forcing single mothers on anybody. We need to correct that notion. Nobody is forcing single mothers on anybody. But many of you are going to find yourselves dating single mothers, whether you like it or not. Because women have been empowered now. A woman doesn't have to marry for you because you got her pregnant. She doesn't have to marry you. Those days, a woman will marry you because you got her pregnant. These days, even her parents will not force her to marry you. So there's going to be a lot of single mothers. On my life, Ebiere is a single mother. Samaria is a single mother. Just these are not people that are far off. These are beautiful women that we interact with every day.
Yep.
And somebody is going to marry them.
And there's single fathers too.
Yeah?
I see we've also got single fathers.
And we've also got single fathers too.
The only single father.
So nobody is forcing single mothers on anybody. That's in no way true. What we are doing is we are creating a place to accommodate these people and those children that will come into your home and look up to you as a father. And you are going to let them down by the village mentality that made your father poor. Let me bring in one more person as we end. I've been trying to bring John in.
Daddy Freeze, the thing is that they will all say they don't want single mothers, but how about you marrying a single girl and you want the single girl to tolerate your child?
Don't mind them.
You get? It's hard to be a stepmom or a stepdad. It's hard. It's a job. It's even hard to be a mother or a father to your own biological children. It's hard. How much more?
All right.
Sorry, I'm just reading John's comments and I was just laughing.
Me, I'm not even looking at the comments. So
No, it just popped up in my mind.
some idiot was saying that, oh, my own stepchildren call me auntie, that they don't call me mommy. Excuse me, I don't need validation from you guys on how my children call me or how my stepchildren, my children or my own children call me. You don't pay my bills. You don't know me. Yeah? And I don't give a hoot about you. Yes, they call me auntie. I want it that way. I'm not their mom. Yeah? I'm their mother, but they have their real mom there. So I don't want us to confuse ourselves. That's how it should be. Some people are just daft.
It's Nigeria. What do you expect?
All right, somebody just joined us. Let's hear your perspective so we can go and do other things. Who is this person that joined us? And if I remove the person now, the person will not go. Okay, John is back. John has sent another request. Let's try again. If I remove this guy now, he will now not go fully. That's the sad thing. Instagram can be so frustrating. Hold on, let me view and see if he has gone. Then I can send John a message. Okay, he hasn't. Okay, he has gone. Awesome. So let me send John a message. All right. So I'm sending John a message. I've added John.
Yeah, I can hear John.
Yes, we can hear
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, we can't see you though.
Oh, we can't see you.
Okay. I can see him here, but I can't hear him or see him, so he'll be logged out again. Automatically he'll be logged out.
Now. Yeah, I
I
can
can
see
see him now. That
Eh? The laundry man. Okay, bring my clothes. Eh? Oh, the ones I have to give him. Okay, John. John, we can see and hear you now. Oh yeah, talk. They need my laundry.
Whether you want to talk from now to tomorrow, I represent 95% of African men. And we are saying, if you are a single mother, just manage and raise your children. Get a good job, raise your children. Because we will. And I repeat, I will not. And I know a lot of men are with me on this. We ain't gonna deal. Simple. No, I'm not saying I don't
John, can I ask you a question, John? can I ask you a question? Okay, fine. You are not going to deal with them. Okay, now, for instance, now, it's just this is an instance. If you meet me and I'm single, yeah, no children, nothing, no attachment, and you've got a child, yeah, would you put your child away because of your policy?
No, why would I put my child there?
Eh.
If you don't like it, if you don't like it,
So you want me to?
I'm not forcing it on you. If you don't like it, go. The door is open for those that like it. I want that with you. However, even if I get married to anybody today, first and foremost, my son will never call that woman mother. It is I forbid him. I forbid him to call that woman mother.
No, it's not
I
next.
forbid him to call her auntie because she's not her auntie.
So what would he call her?
If her name is Neka, my son will call her Neka.
No. I don't get it. Say that again.
Even if I get married tomorrow, I forbid my son to call that woman mother. Or even auntie because she's not her auntie's auntie. If her name is Neka, my son will call her Neka. If he doesn't want to, doesn't like it, the door is open, she should go.
If my son calls my wife by name, he no go like what I go do am.
Why?
My wife,
As so,
in call am by name.
it's not her name.
Ah,
Is it not her name?
ah.
Daddy Freeze, do you know how old I was when my dad was married?
So you called your father's wife by name?
I was about 15. Till today, I call my other father's wife by her name.
They don't say you get wahala so that they avoid your wahala.
Virginia,
As in,
it's Virginia.
John, as in, if I know they fear you today, now today I begin to fear you.
Mommy, and I'll give my precious mother.
No, what about auntie?
I call her auntie. She's my auntie. She's my precious.
Why you not call am with her pikin like say mommy Sean, mama Sean?
At times when they enter my head, I will call her like that.
But normally they call her Regina.
Virginia. Even Regina, not Virginia. Like the state.
Baba, they fear John, and they fear John.
I swear.
Yeah.
They go for you, don't mean say go for another person.
Yeah, I agree. But you see,
Let me give you a story. You know
Yeah.
this footballer Balotelli?
yes,
Yeah. Balotelli was raised by
adopted parents.
adopted two French white men, white family. His mom had him and did not have money to raise him and dropped him in a motherless baby's home and they adopted him. When Balotelli became a star, he went back to that motherless baby's home and started whom his biological mother was.
Yeah, he played in Manchester. Yeah, you're right. He played in Manchester. Yeah.
He ended up finding her as a janitor in the UK. And he went back to him.
No, Balotelli did not go back. Oh, Balotelli followed his French parents.
Daddy Freeze, let me give you facts. Balotelli's mom used to work as a janitor in Halifax Bank. I'm telling you this from close source. He bought a house for her and they reconciled.
He even found his brother Enoch. Even Enoch, both of them.
That's all that it is. You see blood? You see blood? Blood. See, fast water. See, your case might be different. But so whatever you do for a child, I'm not going to find your papa now. What is that? You go find your mama. If you like, carry your whole work to top your head, you go find your mama.
You go find him, papa, and you go find him, mama. Na normal thing. Listen, just know that when you are with a child that is not biologically yours, or you are with this, just know that, you see, one man, one wife, biological children, that's a nuclear family. But now, because the nuclear family unit is evolving, there is one man with children, one woman with children. Together, they have their own children, but they are still a whole family.
Daddy Freeze, let me give it to you in this other angle. Let's say I now marry a single mother. I invest my time, money, and emotions on those her kids. 4 years down the line, we can't get divorced. And she moves on. Do you know that I will lose in two places? I will lose those kids and I will lose the mother.
Not really.
Madam, no, don't say not really. Legally, I have no claim over those kids. I was just a stepfather. I'm not their biological father. I don't have any legal claim over those kids. If she doesn't want me to see those kids in my life again because of divorce, it didn't work out between us. So be it. That's what it is. I cannot go to court and say no. They were my children when I was married to her. No, I am not their biological father.
No, the thing is that John, yeah, if you are good to them, they will never forget
They will
you.
never forget you.
Madam, if you're good to someone like me, if you like, if I should use a tongue clicker, my papa and the person I know.
I'm not like that. I'm not wired like that. And I thank God I'm not. Because I would have lost many opportunities and many great people in my life if I was thinking with blood. But anyway,
All these things you people are saying is what is one of the major cause of the kind of hate raised
thank you so much,
in
my lord.
our societies these days. Most of these kids end up with men who can't tolerate them and they end up abusing them just because they are trying to fit
Thank
into
you,
the
darling.
society. Someone like me have told you I cannot tolerate them. I have identified the fact that I cannot tolerate them. Because, please, I'm not joking. I will abuse that child. I will me will abuse. I'm not going to abuse. You know what colleagues say? I'm not going to abuse child. Bro, I am telling you what I will do. That is why I'm avoiding it. I have the right because I know I can't do this. I will do this. I will avoid it. I will abuse the child. So that's why I will not even deal. I won't even come close to dealing. Instead of me raising a child that I will end up abusing, I will rather not raise that child.
Abuse as you go to flog them every minute.
Abuse, say my own picking go chop first before that picking go chop. Why did you like this? If I buy my picking brand new clothes, I go on click, I go buy them. But you try, so I say no be fake, you go buy them. No, I'll click out. I'm a kitchen go to jump, you know, go come near my dining. No, it's a good. Nobody go. Nobody go. It's not a house. Run it, you want to run it. If CMC looks to you, not
Me, I've got step kids and I treat them with my own kids equally.
Madam, that's you, but I'm saying the truth. I'm saying what I'll do so that people will avoid me. The single mothers will avoid me. They can stay on comment section and write whatever they want to write. Because no concern me. The day they see me and touch me on my shirt, I'll know they're serious. My own is I cannot deal with them. And that's what I was saying. Like, it's not for everybody. Right, not for everybody. Put everybody in the same basket. Like, if you have the open conversation, you know this guy knows you tolerate it. Just move on. Now, there's too many people in the world. Just the next chapter, next puzzle. That's the way I see it.
Yeah. If you can't take it, yeah. But
come on, don't let men deceive you. A lot of men are like me. But just because they want to
not a lot of men, John.
Madam, Madam, do you have a brick? No, you don't. I am going to have a brick at men. A lot of men are like this. They want to say, let me tell you something. Men have realized that the best way to a woman's heart is through her children. Once they come, they go first, go buy toy, £14.99 toy for children. And they buy that toy. Hey, he's such a nice guy. He's such a lovely guy. You go pull them, he knock. He go. If you make mistake, he go knock. He give you belly. Add to your fleet of children.
Fleet of children. John, this is for you. It's a fleet of children. Hey, hey, I don't talk again. I'm tired. I give up. All right, guys. It was so lovely hanging out with you guys. Thank you all so much for coming. My opinions, by the way, are not set in stone. They work for me, like John rightly said. And I believe they will also work for you if you implement them well. I believe a country built on love would get better results than a country built on blood and nepotism and what have you. And we saw this play out in the election. One of the reasons why some candidates did not get the maximum traction they would have gotten was because of tribal sentiments. We saw it play out in Lagos. And John, you are aware of this. He's not one of us. A person from this tribe cannot rule us. It doesn't start with a person from this tribe. What were the things they were quoting for that guy? They say Mama Naibu.
Mama Naibu.
As simple as he Papa na Lagosiano. As long as he Mama Naibu. But you see, it might look like it started there. No, it started with that mentality of not accepting them as children and then graduating into not accepting them as adults. Yeah. So in as much as we want to, yes, my son, my biological this, my biological that, it is always better to live as one with everyone. That way, it helps eradicate some problems in the future. But of course, John is right. Some children, you will raise them and they will, at the end of the day, abandon you for their biological. My issue has always been, I will never give a child anything that is too much for me to look at. If I look at my child and I say, okay, I want to give you this iPhone 14. As I give you, I don't come out mind. I will not mean if we into Macpamilara, John, I will not give you something that will pain my body. Do you understand? So I'm not expecting anything.
I normally give kids, my son, I give him my all.
I will never give my son my all, biological or adopted. I never give any child. So I am not that invested in any child's life. I give all my children, biological or adopted, equally, but not my all. Because I don't want to grow up expecting you to give me your all. Then when you now don't give me your all, I now hold it against you. I give you what I can conveniently give you, biological or adopted. It's very good for my peace of mind. So tomorrow you decide that you want to take care of me in the future, no problem. You decide I will not hold it against you. I am not the kind of person that will starve to send his child to the UK to go and study. If I can afford it conveniently, I check my bank account, I will still buy my new cars, I will still live my life the way it is, then I will send you. But the moment it's going to start affecting me, then it's too much of a sacrifice for me to make. For any child, biological or adopted. That way, I am not, because I've noticed another problem Nigerians have. They put their all in their children and they want to get the children's all back, and the child doesn't give it back, then they are frustrated. It's an issue.
But don't you think that that's actually the major problem? Because Nigeria people invest so much in the kids because you want them to give it back, rather than you to look at it as, I'm investing in my child so that you're passing the baton to them so that they can a life than you.
Yeah.
Let me give Daddy Freeze an example. Daddy Freeze, when they gave birth to my son, I was sleeping in coconuts in Ababa because I had to raise money to pay for his medical bills. So there is no way that child, if that child grows up tomorrow, tell me nonsense. Yeah, now we get serious problem.
No, John, you can't rely on your children.
I'm not relying on.
I'm not going to rely on them.
I'm not relying on them. No. I'm not relying on them. I'm not relying on them for financial support, right? As I am here now, I've planned my pension, my life till I'm 100.
Exactly.
You get? But I'm relying on him for emotional support. Like, for instance, me, personally now, I don't give my dad money. But I give my dad all the emotional support he needs because he was there for me at birth. club foot. I was born with a club foot. I was born with a club foot. I was not supposed to walk properly. My dad put everything he had to correct that. You see that child that Tunde not posted? That people are saying, thank God for America, thank God for America. That was how I was born. In the 80s. My dad put everything he had to correct it. So why won't I invest in him emotionally? Even now he doesn't need my money. I still will. If he calls me, that I am, say this ID do I'm somewhere, I will send my driver to go and pick him up, take him to where he's going to. So it's I can't do that for another man's child. It's not possible. No, it's not. I no fit. I dey tell una true. So any single mother way me I dey talk to, no say I just want to. Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Anyway, guys, lovely session. Thank you, John. Thank you, Sean. Thank you for Light Okoka and all of you who are in the comment section. I got 3 money guns today. Thank you to Darlene Emadu. Thank you so much. And Christopher Miebai. Thank you so much for that. YouTube today was so nice. I appreciate all my YouTube followers. Send me those super chats. I'm still gonna be around for 5 more minutes. Let me just appreciate those who appreciate me. The super chats. Last guy who sent was Alali Orupagbo. Alali Orupagbo. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Before that, somebody sent me $50. What's wrong with Nigeria? Thank you so much. You guys are so amazing. You really made my day. Thank you. It's so wonderful having people like you, and I appreciate you all. Those of you who didn't send anything but showed up live to comment and contribute, I appreciate you too. We might not agree all the time, but we learn, we work together, and we make things happen. If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen. Oh yeah, sharp. Let's quickly double click the screen. Double click the screen. Wherever you're watching, if you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen. Double click the screen. Double click the screen if you're watching on TikTok. All my love to you guys. Thank you all so much. Make I go chop my ram. One person asked me for account number. I dropped the account number. 1 naira I no put inside. God will judge you for making a whole man like me type account number. No problem. Now God will judge you. The rest of you, thank you. Take care. And I'm back at 11 o'clock. And we're going to have another mind-blowing topic. What's wrong with Nigeria? Thank you. You truly appreciated me. Only you sent $50. That's major. Thank you. Facebook people, I did not say anything from you people, so I'll just keep quiet. The rest of you, thank you very much. Sean O'Shea, later on this night. Now let me ask you, John, what do you want us to talk about tonight? I already have my topics, but let me just get something from the audience. What do you think is paining you that you want us to address? Sean leads for Lighton and John, the 3 of you.
Basically, for me, I would say the subsidy issue.
Subsidy issue.
I don't believe they're doing it. They did it the right way. I believe there's a better way to have done it, that it will not affect the masses and the government. It won't affect the government.
Okay, Sean, do you want us to talk about subsidy tonight, or it's too hard?
No, it's a good topic. I can't really contribute that much to it because obviously, I don't know that much about it. But yeah, it's a good topic, definitely.
Okay, for Lighton, what about you?
I think it's a good topic too. But I know there was this topic that I missed out on the Japa thing,
Now, actually, I said, do you have a request that I wanted to talk? Yeah. Japa is a good one as well. Definitely.
Okay, so let's put it to vote. Japa or subsidy?
Said on the comment section how to get therapy for John.
right, John, ignore them. We are trying to arrange the topic. So for Lighton, we have two topics: Jackpa or subsidy. Let's vote. Me, I'm indifferent. Anyone is fine for me. Sean,
For Japan.
Fola,
I think Jackpot.
John.
No, I'm alone on subject.
Okay, so maybe we'll push subsidy to later in the week.
Let's do the subsidy because that subsidy is a pressing issue.
Because I was looking at the common man in Nigeria.
Okay,
For me, if
so
it's for 1,000 now, buy. I'm looking at the common man in Nigeria.
absolutely. So tonight we are going to feature John. I'm not going to say anything. It'll just be like a John 30 minutes. And John is going to talk about subsidy from his perspective. So midnight tonight, join us. Everything about subsidy. When he's done talking, we're going to give him 30 minutes to talk. Then whoever wants to ask questions will ask John, not me. Me, I will just be like moderator. Because I've dealt with the subsidy issue in the past, and this is John's perspective. So thank you all so much. I appreciate you. And if you're regular on my live, I will also allow you to choose topics that you feel you can contribute to. So this goes to people like Ada, Ebire, Gambia, Sean, Folaiton, Samaria, Mysticness, all those who come here regularly. Sometimes there's something that you want to talk about and you want this to go across all the platforms so people can hear your opinion. Maybe it might save some people, maybe it's an event for you, whatever it is. I'll encourage you to send me DMs, especially if you are in that category.
Sorry, Daddy Freeze, I was going to say something. It just crossed my mind now. I was going to remember we were supposed to do a topic together that I slept off on.
Mm-hmm.
Was it the stay-at-home mom topic?
Yeah, me and you will relate inside DM. We'll pick it up from there. So let's not keep people waiting because they have to go and do other things because they will still come back later on today. So subsidy at midnight, John's perspective. Join us and we'll call it subsidy and the common man, John's perspective.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So look forward to hosting you guys. Take care
Bye, Daddy Freeze.
and God bless.
Thank you.
Bye.